Yeah, that's right. Gotta tough it up a little bit. What's up, you tough taters? It's Total Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's another episode of Ballin with Bump, and I'm gonna come to you with another short one. Of course, I took notes on this week's games, but I'm not gonna run through all these notes, okay? I don't really want to edit this video. I've got the half marathon coming up on Saturday, and I want to focus my time on relaxing. As much as I love bringing you guys content, I also love to chill the F out. We're going to go over a couple games real quick. I'm going to give you my MVP of the week, and we're going to call it a day at that. I'm not sitting down at the desk. I'm sitting in my comfy love seat. They call it a love seat because it's built for two people, but there's only one here, because I love myself, in the words of Kendrick Lamar. We're going to go over the Packers and the Cowboys first, where the Packers went into AT&T Stadium and walked out with a W. Long story short, I don't want to be the team that plays the Packers after a loss. They ran the ball right down Dallas's throat. Dallas couldn't get Zeke involved because they were too busy playing catch-up. With them playing catch-up, of course they've got a great offensive line, but we see more that offensive line is dedicated towards the run block than the pass block, because that pass rush came in hot, and it pushed Dak to make a lot of bad mistakes. Dak Prescott had 463 yards and 3 interceptions to his 2 touchdowns, as opposed to Aaron Rodgers and his 238 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns. The turnovers were the difference in the game. And also, you want to see a dangerous Packers team? Let's talk about a team where Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to throw the ball for 400 yards. Aaron Jones, 4 touchdowns on the game. Touchdown machine. Point blank, period. It's that simple. At first, I thought this game was going to be rough because of Amari Cooper, because the Packers came in, they scored an early touchdown, and then Amari Cooper was basically exposing the Packers secondary, but it was really just his man matchup, because the Packers secondary shut me up real quick, getting interception after interception after interception. What I learned in that game was that the Packers, their new head coach, he can learn from his mistakes. Where was his mistake last week? Not running the ball when they were in the red zone. What did they do this week? Ran the ball, red zone, goal line, touchdowns. That's it. When you're playing the Cowboys, you need to take away that play action pass, and that's what they did by not letting them get Zeke involved. Packers win. Let's move on to the next game, and that's the Colts and the Chiefs. We're going to call that the upset of the week, okay? Colts go into Arrowhead Stadium, leave 19-13 winners. This is a gritty, hard-fought game. The Colts, they won this game by maintaining ball control. They taught the NFL, hey, Chiefs can't stop the run. Not only that, we have a nasty line, okay? We built this line for Andrew Luck. Unfortunately, we know how that story turned out. Now we got Jacoby Brissett back there, but back there with him is the Mack attack. Melvin Mack, 29 rushes, 132 yards. Brissett got into the end zone with a rushing TD. He did throw an interception to the Honey Badger, so that's one thing to watch for with the Chiefs, is that they've got a great defense against the pass. The rush, not so much. Okay, we saw them get first down after first down after first down, control the ball. If you want to beat the Chiefs, you got to keep Mahomes off the field. Even with Mahomes off the field that much and that often, he was still able to pull off a game where he got 321 yards. Damian Williams didn't move much with the Colts. With the Colts defense up front, they came in heavy. And we saw Patrick Mahomes open up a can of Pringles, and once you pop, you just can't stop. Evident by how that's Mahomes' new toy. Every week he seems to show us that he has a new weapon, but it just wasn't enough. Colts go in, upset the Chiefs, and let's move on to the game of the week. The Rams lost 29-30. Seahawks advanced to 4-1. Rams are at 3-2 now in a pretty sticky spot. Russell Wilson probably had the game of his career, making every single pass except for 5. Not bad. Decent outing. Carson had one hell of a game, rushing for over 118 yards. And that Seahawks defense that I was a little bit sketchy about earlier in the season, shutting me up once again. I got a chance to watch them, and they did their thing. You know, it was one of those high-scoring defensive games where it comes down to the last couple possessions, and just being up in Seattle is another thing in its own. Goff had another 395-yard game, throwing for a touchdown, and he had an interception off another tipped pass. Every time this guy gets an interception, I swear, every interception this guy has is off of a tipped pass, showing he knows where his receivers are at. He's an extremely accurate quarterback, and the offense is tailor-made for him. Gurley, where he lost a fumble, he got 2 touchdowns, made his way into the end zone. One of them was a pretty impressive run where he broke a couple tackles. He's looking like he's getting over that knee, which we don't know what it is, but hey. The Rams lost Clay Matthews, which is kind of unfortunate. He's a leading sack getter on that team. Through 5 games, 6 sacks. It's pretty incredible considering he's 33 years old. So, defensive players seem to age like fine wine. One thing that stuck out to me was that Malcolm Brown had 1 rush. If the Rams want to get a play-action game going on, if they want to get Todd Gurley involved more, they're going to have to bring Malcolm Brown in more. Like I said earlier in this season, with that 2-headed approach, they'd be pretty unstoppable. So that's my game of the week, which means we're going to move on to the Ballin with Bump MVP of the week, who's going to be Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is pretty much single-handedly keeping the Panthers' playoffs hopes alive. They advanced to 3-2, taking on the Mustached Warrior and knocking them into the dirt on Christian McCaffrey's 176 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns, averaging 9.3 yards a carry, which is unbelievable, and 61 yards receiving with another touchdown. He's doing this every single week, though. There is no game plan to stop this guy, because I'm pretty sure every single defense goes in there and says, let's put the emphasis on McCaffrey, and he still finds a way to, just like he would at Stanford when he was receiving kicks, get to the end zone any possible way he can. Unbelievable. That's all I can say about the guy. Ballin with Bump MVP of the week. I'd be surprised if he doesn't achieve the honor a couple more times before the season's over. If defenses can't find a way to stop him, Panthers are playoff bound, baby. And that's about it for this week. That's another episode of Ballin with Bump. I'm Bump. You're ballin' with me. So, like I say on all my videos, click the link in the description and make a donation to the Healing Meals Foundation. They supply meals to families in the greater Hartford area. I'm fundraising for them for the Hartford Half Marathon, which is on Saturday. We are 3 days away, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time to run. Gotta go.